Hello to all of you Women of Hope and everyone else who might be watching. Women of Hope use HOPE as an acronym for helping others prepare for eternity. And that's my goal in creating these mini Bible studies. What could help us more to prepare for eternity than the words of God? I pray that you are blessed and edified today. The title of today's mini Bible study is Loving Life. Many times we do not love life on a daily basis because of depression. Depression means feeling despondent or dejected. And when I speak of depression today, I am not speaking of the deep clinical type. I am using it to mean feeling down, out of sorts, sad, always carrying a weight or burden around. I think we have all experienced that feeling, and for some it has become a way of life. Depression can be a real issue in our lives. It can rob us of the joy of life. It can dampen our witness for Christ and actually repel others. It doesn't matter if we're materially and physically blessed. It doesn't matter if we have it so much better than so many others. It doesn't matter if it really doesn't make sense in the big picture. If we are depressed, we know it, and so do the people around us. And feeling guilty about being depressed only serves to depress us more. There can be physical reasons for our depression. We know that for sure. When our bodies are out of sync in some way, it can definitely affect our emotional outlooks. Female hormones, too high or too low, can wreak havoc on our moods and outlooks. But the bottom line is, depression is robbing us. It's robbing us of joy, it's robbing us of productivity, it's robbing us of ministry, it's robbing us of creativity, and it's causing us to see gray rather than rich and vibrant colors. And not only is our depression robbing us, it is also robbing our husbands, our children, our parents and siblings, and anyone who is close to us. Their zest for life is being affected, whether in a big way or a small way. It's being affected by how they see you and I living. So, what can be done? How can this wave of depression be lifted off of me, off of you? How can we get our real lives back, the lives that God has given for us in Christ? How can I live out who I really am? There are many, many aspects to the complete picture of triumphing over depression, but today I'd like to focus upon just one aspect that can be applied immediately to our lives, one that is guaranteed to make a positive difference. God has answers for all of our issues, but here is one of them. So do you really want to love the life that you are living? I'm going to tell you how, on the best authority. I actually have this printed out and taped to my refrigerator. And it comes from the book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 10 through 12, which I want to read through in its entirety. For he who would love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit. Let him turn away from evil and do good. Let him seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. We need that favor of God. We need to know that he is hearing our prayers. That knowledge alone is enough to give us joy. We also need to know that God is watching and he cares about all that we do. Yes, someone does care. And God himself wants us to love this life that we are living. He does not want us to live what I call escapist Christianity, where we're just putting in our time, getting by until Jesus takes us out of this mess. No, He wants us to live life to the fullest through the trials, the hardships, the pains, and the questions. He wants us to love every minute of it. Do you want that? So let's look at this. Let's break these verses down. Because it says, he who would love life and see good days. I think that's what we all want. I know that's what I want. Start in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 10, and note the 4 actions that God says will promote loving life and seeing good days, versus seeing each day as bad. Warning, these 4 actions do not include spending a day at the spa or just taking time for ourselves, although there's nothing wrong with those. These are actions that God knows will really work and provide eternal benefits. So here they are. Again, 1 Peter chapter 3, starting in verse 10. For he who would love life and see good days, that's you and I, let him, number 1, refrain his tongue from evil. If what you are going to say is evil, bite your tongue and do not let it come out. There's power in the words you speak that affects not only your listeners, but also you. This is about your heart behind what you speak. Actively look for the good to speak. That was number 1. Number 2, to love life and see good days. Keep your lips from speaking deceit. This means to speak a decoy, where there is a subtly hidden, especially negative, meaning to what we're saying. Let's practice being upfront, honest, with no hidden meanings. Let's mean what we say, not what is covered over with something else. That was number 2. Number 3, to love life and see good days. Let him turn away from evil and do good. Evil here means worthless or injurious. If you see evil coming, whether generated by you or someone else, just turn aside. Avoid it. Do not engage. Replace it with something good. Get creative. Get inventive. This can be fun. And the 4th instruction from God to love life and see good days is let him seek peace and pursue it. Peace is the absence of turmoil and a sense of well-being. It's ultimately found in Jesus. So seek him. Not only seek him, pursue him. Run after him. Go after him. He is our peace. Don't just let peace happen. Make it happen by seeking him, by pursuing him. Make it happen for you, for your family, for your friends. Ladies, even if you and I already do these 4 things to some extent, there's always room for more of the 4. Reviewing what the 4 are: keep our tongues from evil. Keep our lips from speaking deceit. Turn away from evil and do good. And number 4, seek peace and pursue it. These are things we can actively practice, things that will make a difference, things that God himself knows will change our attitudes about our lives so that we can love life and see good days. Goodbye, depression. Hello, loving life. God bless you.